Good afternoon and good morning. Welcome. It's Thursday's edition of Wake Up Call, and as you'll already know by now, it's going to be a jam-packed day, like every day is. It's Thursday, so do you know what that means? We're going to go straight there. Cartload. What do I always say? Certainly on a Thursday, certainly with a cartload, shop ahead. Today is absolutely the day where you want to be shopping ahead on our website. So let's go right back to the beginning. We are, of course, in the middle, or starting, Wake Up Call. What we're then away to do is we're going to go into a craft along. Aren't you in the enjoyment of yet another craft along? We've got Debbie. She's going to be in for the remainder of today. Debbie Fisher, of course. So the craft along is going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then we're going to have that cartload, of course, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. When it comes to shopping ahead, of course, yes, whether you want to shop ahead by looking at what's coming up in Craft Along, but cartload, you know, crafterscompanion.co.uk, .com or .eu for you guys across in Central Europe. That is the place that you want to go. Have a look, see what you've got coming. We've got, well, do you know what? I'm not going to tease you just yet. I'm going to leave that to someone that's feeling fresh, few days off, and unlike Ben, he is here for 4 days, unlike his 2 or 3 days that Ben's been getting used to. He was really tired yesterday, having done 3 days.
Oh, bless him.
Hard life, isn't it?
I know, it really is. I'm so glad to be back, Craig. I'm like a coiled spring, honestly. I've been running around the studio. I've just done my pre-show yoga. I am ready to go. I am supple. I'm ready for what is going to be a riot today. It's cartload day, so it's always a fantastic day on Crafters TV. You can get in touch with me if you want to have a bit of a gossip. You can do so by heading over to Facebook, Crafters TV over there. Crafters Companion if you are, of course, on YouTube. Remember as well that In for a Penny, In for a Pound promotion is still running until the 15th of August as well, and there's going to be loads of those deals within Cartload too, as well as a very special mystery bag, which I'll give you more details about a little later. Well, what did I miss? Did I miss anything? Any big announcements while I was away or anything like that?
You know, not much. Well, you know, here in the UK we have just a tiny show. Just a teeny. It's not a really big show. It's on the BBC.
No, just the biggest show of the year.
Basically, yeah.
On the whole of TV.
I want to say it's the only show. What's Strictly now? About 18 years.
I think so. Yeah, it's been a while.
This year is going to be the 19th series.
So that'll be 18 years, yeah.
Don't quote me on this, of course, but I think it's one of the only shows after so long it still gets more and more viewers every single year.
Yeah, it's as popular now as it's ever been, isn't it?
Yeah, usually you find after that amount of time, you know, viewers tend to dwindle off. But no, Strictly, of course, this year and every year gets more and more viewers.
I know.
So of course,
How amazing that the boss is going to be on it. Absolutely blew my mind.
Well, and there's a few of them that have been a little bit jealous about some of the guys that's joining. I am a big fan of Tilly Ramsey, Gordon Ramsay's daughter. You know, she's really, really good at following in her dad's footsteps and that. So she was announced yesterday.
Okay.
So that's going to be a good one as well. I think there would have been a couple more today, but I've not seen.
No, I haven't heard them yet. I'm a big fan of John Waite.
Are you?
Yeah, I really love John Waite. So it's good to see him on there. As well. It's going to be so exciting.
It's going to be good. Well, you know, you love Strictly anyway. You're a big Strictly
absolutely.
fan. I
am going to be wearing all the sequins every week. I'll have a different sequin outfit for each Saturday night.
Oh yeah, you need to do that.
Yeah.
Do right. Maybe start wearing them in with the Crafters TV shows.
Maybe I could do, if I'm in on the Saturday, I could wear my Saturday sequins on the Saturday. What do you think? Right.
So Adam, say that again. Greg Wise.
Greg Wise is the guy from. Oh no, it's not. No. I'm thinking about the guy from MasterChef. That's a different Greg, isn't it?
That's Greg Wallace.
Greg Wallace. It's
close. It's close. And the second one, sorry, Adam. Nina Wadi. So she was in. I
love her.
EastEnders, and goodness gracious me.
Yeah, I love her. She's excellent.
She's really good. So they are the two that have been announced for today that are joining this year Strictly. So
it will soon be Christmas, Craig.
It will be.
You know it's going to be Christmas soon when the Strictly Chatter starts.
Exactly.
Or of course, if you're in the States, you will know it as Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars,
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really, really good one. Do you know what's also going to be another good show as well? Is Wake Up Call. We're going to be having a look at this first item coming up right now. This one is your 3D scene builder collection 51 elements in total. Now what this does is this enables you to build your scene. It's your 3D scene. You've got your cut and emboss folder, you have got your detailed imagery stamps, but then you have also got the detailed stamps as well. So when it comes to that, you can see on your screen right now, everything here, your 3D scene builder collection, 51 elements in total, £74 here in the UK, $90 for you guys stateside. Now when it comes to the price today, today's price, you're actually saving over 20%. But when you're platinum, that's going to come down to £59.20 or $72. Also works out that here in the UK and Europe, you're saving 10%, and for the US of A, you're saving 5%. That is on the stamp and the dies and the embossing folders. Now it works out that you are, well really, it works out with this bundle that you're going to be getting the stamps for free. So how good is that one there? All 3 sets of stamps there. Fab. So, well, yeah, I know. Yeah. I had to question it. Yeah, Johnny was like, no, it's a penny, Craig, it's a penny. But it's not even that, it's actually for free, so even better there. You know, it would have been good if you were getting them for a penny, but even better that you're getting them for free as well. So that is what's going to be part of the Craft Along with Debbie. We are going to be having a look at it first and foremost, first of all, when it comes to Wake Up Call. But that is your 3D scene builder collection, 51 elements, £74 or $90 here in the UK and for you guys stateside. But platinum, that comes down to £59.20 or $72. That's for the stamps, that's for the dies, and also for those cut and emboss folders as well. So I'm looking forward to having a play with that in a moment or two. And then something else we're going to be looking at that I've not actually seen this one for a little while, and this one is our Chinoiserie Cartload collection. Now I've been able to master the name and the title Chinoiserie. I know I don't need any cheat sheets. I don't need any short-term writing to remind me as to how to phonetically say it. It's Chinoiserie collection. It's the Cartload collection. £42.71, $52.28. But if you're platinum, for what you've seen on the screen right now, you'll see it again right now. You've got your stamp, you've got your dies, you've got your folders, you've got a smorgasbord of elements in that one there. Platinum price £34.17 or $31.82 for you guys stateside. Now when it comes to that one there with the Chinoiserie collection, on the today's price actually works out that you're saving over 40%. But now what I'm having a look, so the metal die, the Chinoiserie frame die, which is the most expensive one, is a penny.
Whoop, whoop.
Works out as a penny for that one there that you're getting that one. So the most expensive die, which is that one, Chinoiserie frame, you're going to be getting a penny because it's part of the In for a Penny and In for a Pound event. So there we go. So that's going to be the Craft Along, and then we're then going to be having a look at Cartload as well. But one other item that we're going to be featuring within Wake Up Call that's coming up in Cartload, and that is Sharon Callis. This is the Butterfly and Bloom selection. 52 elements in total with this one here. You've got sentiments, you've got stamps, you've got dies, you've got quill and flowers as well. Today's price that you're seeing on your screen right now is £32.67 or $43.63 for you guys stateside. It's a saving of over 50% on today's price. Platinum, that's going to come down to £26.14 or $34.90, and within that one there, you're actually going to get one of the stamps, one butterfly friendship. You're actually going to be getting for a penny. So that is actually stamped and dies within that set there. So that's the one that you're also going to be getting for a penny because it's part of the In for a Penny and In for a Pound event. So even though it's Cartload, that is still part of the event as well. So whether you're going to come along and you're going to join Debbie for Craft Along, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time, with the Build a Scene, which we're actually going to have a look at just next, or you're going to come back, hopefully you're going to join them for the full day. That's going to include Cartload as well. 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 PM Eastern Time, 11 AM Pacific Time. Say it time and time again on a Thursday, and I'm going to say it again. Shop ahead on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk here in the UK, .com for you guys stateside, and .eu for all of you across Central Europe, because when it comes to Cartload, we are learning more and more things are actually selling out before we even get to the main show. So take this opportunity to shop ahead. Isn't that right, Joe?
That is absolutely stellar advice indeed, Craig. Yes, it is. Now, something else that I need to tell you about. We launch one every single Monday. It's this week's Get It? Got It? Good. Ooh, yeah. This week's is amazing as well. You're going to get 2 packs of our incredible Tri-Blend pens. Now, you are saving 10% on the 2 collections of Tri-Blends, and you're also going to receive a stamping card for 1p, which is incredible value for money. $49.97 or $74.89. Use your platinum discount or any of your Club Inspired discounts on top of that as well. We'll be launching a brand new one, of course, on Monday, so stay tuned for that one. Kate says, you've had a haircut, Joe, looking great. I have had a haircut, Craig, and you know what? Katie as well, sorry. I was able to go back to my normal barber. Last time, I cheated on my barber. And I went to another barber. It wasn't my fault. I couldn't get an appointment when I needed the appointment for, so I had to go to a different barber at the same barber's. And I think that's more difficult, Craig, than just going to a totally different, just go to a totally different salon. It's weird when you have to be in the hairdressers, but someone else is doing your hair, not your original barber. It was very strange. Loads of you still chatting away with us. Georgie Ann's saying hi in Florida. Kimberly's in Eastbourne. Patty's in Michigan. Polly's in Florida as well. June says, is that a French word, chinoiserie? It is, yes. Chinoiserie means the 1800s Western interpretation of Eastern culture. There you are, I know. Public service broadcasting, Craig.
Yeah, you're good with the explanation of chinoiserie. Maybe you'll explain that later on in the day.
I just did it then.
No, but do you not usually...
She just explained it.
But do you not have like a really fully detailed explanation where you really go into all that detail?
That was it, yeah, just
No, you've done one in the past with chinoiserie where, you've taken like 3 or 4 minutes to explain.
No, that's the nutcracker you're thinking about.
No, that was like 35 minutes.
I'll do it again later if you want me to. I can explain it again, but
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we could do. Clearly I wasn't paying attention. I was actually looking at your comments as well.
I know you were.
Yeah. Rightio. Well, let's do our afternoons, because we've got a mix in the gallery today. Afternoon, Johnny. Hello. Oh, it worked today. And then, well, we did reference him at the start. You may have seen him on my Facebook Live as well before we started live. We've got Adam in the gallery as well today.
Hello.
There you go.
See, he's in such a great mood by the sounds of it.
Isn't he? Yeah.
Hello.
That is actually, I'm in a great mood as well. It's a great mood. And then we've got Sarah Jane, our social media guru, giving us a helping hand today. So that is your team for today. She's always happy and chirpy
I wonder if she's. I need to ask SJ if she's found her bin yet. Have you found her bin?
Extension
It was an email went around this morning saying that SJ's bin had been stolen, and she was not happy about it. Any update on Bingate?
Let us know. We are waiting on bated breath to find out if you found your bin, and I know the crafters at home will want to know as well. Did someone else in the office not lose an extension lead?
Yeah, Taylor's extension lead.
Taylor's extension lead. I'm telling you, what's going on in HQ
honestly,
this morning?
The lengths people go to. Get it? Extension lead lengths.
The lengths.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that joke's for the bin. I'm telling you.
If you can find it.
That was good. Yeah. Let's not go down that road with Chris and IT, because he was fuming. Right, let's go. Let's have a look and see what's coming up as part of the craft along. This is the CD Scene Builder collection here. Now within this one here, this is where you're going to be getting everything that I'm away to show you right now. So let's do that. Now what I'm going to do is let's show you, right, this one here. This one is going to be the cut and emboss folder. Now I'm going to show you them in sections, because in actual fact we've kind of got 3 different sections, 3 different collections, but you can start to mix and match. So what we've got is we've got this cut and emboss folder here that gives you all, it's if you're looking in, you've got the tree branches, it's not so much foliage, so it's kind of in the winter time or autumn time where there's no leaves, it's got the icy look, hence why I've gone with the blue. So you've got that aperture within the middle. But then what you've also got is you've got a stamp set here. So what will happen is you can stamp out this design here, and then you can pop the cut and emboss folder over the top. We'll explain it with you when we show you the finished samples in a moment. But then what you've also got is you've got these accessory stamp and dies. So you can build upon that scene. So you're continuing to make them even more 3D. You've got the cut and emboss, you've got the scene, then you can build on top of that with these ones here. Just to say, prepping for tomorrow's show, that is alcohol pen I've got on my fingers, in case anyone is wondering and start to comment in. Alcohol pen that I've got. So these ones here, so that is one set. Then what we've got is we're going to go into the second set here. Now remember, you're getting all of this together within the bundle. So we've got another cut and emboss folder here with the window. The window's open, all these little panels pop out as well. So we can see, if we open this one up, window's open. So you can do it so that you are looking out into the scene here with the little cottage. You can colour it, so winter time, you could actually do it if it's spring or summer if you so wish. But with this stamp, it's 2 stamps. Use it as one full design, so you're getting that definition with the trees in the background, but if you do want to use them individually, you can as well. Then what you can do is do your additional accent stamp and dies as well. Stamp them out, colour them, then pop them on the front of your cards. Then the one that we are actually going to do in a moment, where we've got the door, again, all cut and emboss, the door opens. So what you could then be doing is doing it as if you're outside, you're standing at the outside of the door and you're looking in. So you've got that fireplace, you've got the chair, you've got that cosy warm with the wreath, the tree, the presents as well. And then build upon that so that you have got your garlands, you've got your foliage, you've got your wreaths as well. So if you want to build upon the top of the initial design, or what you can start to do is start to pop these on top of the door if you want. That's great by using them within each individual collection. But then what you can start to do is mixing and matching. If you want to use the window with the, let's go for the tree and the chair, you could be using them if you want to. Start to mix and match and do a little bit of a play of combinations as to what you can do. Then by doing that, what you can then do is create some of the most stunning cards. This one is a prime example.
That's beautiful, Craig.
It's really, really nice, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. This is the prime example, Joe, whereas this cut and emboss folder, we would say, comes with the little girl ice skating stamp. But we've used this cottage one that you can see here. So have a little bit of a play, changing the looks if you want. You can then cut them straight into your card blanks if you want, so you've got the window. But then what you can start to do is actually do them 3-dimensional if you want to. You can start to layer them up. This one you can see we've popped the wreath on front of the door, so open it up so you can see through.
Lots of people asking what's on your finger, Craig. Is it ketchup from the sausage rolls you were eating?
Now who wasn't paying attention?
No, I heard you say it, but SJ's just asked me. I did hear you say it earlier.
Oh, right, okay, no. Yeah, no, it's just alcohol ink. Just alcohol ink.
He was waiting for me not to listen to him, to get me back, but I got him.
I was indeed. So again, cut and emboss, we've got all these different things that you can do. Here we go, where we have got the girl, so she's ice skating there. But then we've got that cut and emboss folder on the front. Then we've got the stag that you can see here. So this is where it's been done straight into the card blank, but then there's lots of different other ways as well. Bringing in your faux snow. This is going to work so well with this collection here. So that is the sort of things that you can be creating. Get inky, get distressing, do alcohol colourings, do watercolours if you want. Lots of different ways in which you can be using these ones within that full bundle. The today's price being £74.90, our platinum price is going to come down to £59.20 or $70 for that full set that I showed you there. So I think, Joe, if you can give me a second just to get this tidied up, and then we can then crack on and we can do a demonstration.
Absolutely. Kate says, well, Adam, you have a lovely, nice, deep voice for radio. Maybe you can build up to a whole sentence next time. Christine says, good morning everyone, missing you all, got a new job that I totally love. I'm hosting a 7-week karaoke contest. That sounds fun. And we'll be managing that cafe that I work at. So besides it being around an hour and 15 away and me trying to sell my house, it's been a whirlwind. Hang on, Christine. you're going to be moving house. How is Christine going to move all those paper pads? Christine is the queen of the paper pads. I mean, she's got hundreds, maybe even thousands, who knows. But that's going to be a lot of paper pads to be lugging around. Stephanie says as well, love all of these sample cards too. If you've got any questions at all, any comments, you want to have a natter with me, you know how to do it. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe if you want to join us over on YouTube. There is a mystery bag as well. I'm going to give you a little tiny peek in there after Craig's demonstration, but there is not enough of them, and it is one per customer because they are so few. I'm not sure, Craig, that's actually even going to make it to the cartload show later, especially at the rate it's going.
Yeah. Prime example could be one of the casualties with Thursday, and of course Cartload. Always shop ahead as well on the website. Right, let's crack on and let's get demonstrating with this one here. So what we're going to do first and foremost is I'm going to go in with the set here where it's the cottage door, it's festive embellishments, and it's the cozy Christmas. So these are the three that kind of say work in conjunction with each other. But as I've showed you, you can start to split them up and use them in different ways. So what I'm going to do, I've got some craft card here, and I've got this to 5 by 7 inches within this one. So what we're going to do is let's go in with the front door, and let's go in. I think it's freshly unopened pack, this one. So we're going to go in here. Now what I'm going to do is on this side here, I can feel that this is where all the embossed detail is. This side here is the deboss side. So I'm going to do it so that I'm placing my card on the base, and then therefore the detail is going to push upwards within the cut and emboss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it straight to the top of my folder. And with it being a cut and emboss, what we're going to do is we're going to use our base cutting plate. We're going to use our top cut and plate, and I always like to include my metal shim as well. This is going to enhance that emboss, and it won't do any damage to the die that's in the folder. You're going to be able to use it in conjunction with the plate combination. It's just going to help. It's going to push out that detail a little bit more. And when we come to ink it in a second, what it'll do is it enhances the ink as well by really picking out some of the stonework that's in the cardstock.
I was just going to say to you, Craig, yesterday, did you see how hot it got in Southern Europe yesterday?
No.
Did you see there was a new record set for Europe?
Really?
49.9 degrees Celsius. Whoa. In Sicily. It's 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It's certainly not that warm here in Newton Aycliffe, I can assure you of that. But
definitely
yeah,
not.
Having some very, very bonkers weather at the moment, so I hope everyone is staying safe wherever they are. Christine says, I didn't pack them yet, they will not be going into storage, talking about those paper pads, Craig, that's for sure. Wendy also says, I love these, I've got the window door and branches, I'm colouring the fireplace stamp whilst watching. We'd love to see pictures of anything you've been up to, and you can send those pictures to us by emailing them to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk.
It's always good to see what you make at home as well. Sometimes you start to use them in different ways that we wouldn't necessarily think of. So it's always worthwhile giving them a send in to the email, because you inspire us here as well. Love seeing what you do.
What colour was this you said, Craig?
So what I'm doing is I'm using the Freyr Brown. So this is our water reactive. So I'm going to go all the way around. And what I'm also going to do as well is I'm going to take, I would, if I'm at home, use copier paper because it's a lot thinner. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to block certain sections, because I want to ink down here within the middle, but I don't want it to cross over onto my door just yet. So what I'm doing is I'm blocking off cardstock area using some additional cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in this way. So I'm colouring by layering up all these panels, and I'm using Freyr Brown for all of this, but then you can start to have a play with the different levels of ink that you use. So whether you want to be quite subtle, whether you want to be quite strong, you might want to bring in some of the Bordeaux if you want, give it a really aged look when it comes to the colour. So now that I've done that part, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to pop my cardstock towards the end or the side of the door, so I can block that one. And then what I'm actually going to do, let's do it that way, because I don't want that ink to transfer over onto the door just yet. So then I'm going to come in a bit further, and then we can ink it up. What you could even do, things like the panels that run around the door, you could come in with your seal brown, with that being a darker one. You could use that if you want to. But we've got that one. I'm also going to cut off this bit here, so we can then pop that one here. So working our way around, building up the colour. And I want it to be in specific areas, hence why I'm using cardstock to level off the panels. So if we work our way around, I'm still only sticking with the Friar Brown. I'm not changing colours. I'm going to keep it the way that it is. So I think I'm pretty happy with that one.
So it's like a little Georgian mansion door, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And you can have it looking completely different depending on how you want it to be perceived. Maybe you really want to go old style. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to have my door a bit lighter, so still using the same ink, but what I'm doing is I'm going in on more of a lighter scope. So I'm not pressing too hard. I want it to be enough so that you can see that there's colour, but not as strong as the surrounding area. So if I bring that in, so I'm quite happy with that. Nice. Of course, you have more time at home to play and start to ink up certain areas, because then you can start to go into all these little panels of the door if you wanted to. You can start to do a little stained glass effect if you want to cut them out with your craft knife or scissors. But then what I would do with this bit, so that's that one, don't want to get the lids mixed up. Now I don't have any of the faux snow with me, but I'll show you what I've done. I know it's every time that you say faux snow, I always think of that no. So
I told you that I found that a song that has the no was from. Also, have you heard? Debbie Fisher was here last week and she's like, oh no. She's just made a completely own version up, which we also like. Oh no.
Oh, see, I always think of the character from The Vicar of Dibley. Jim Trott. No. Yes. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Lady B asked what colour ink pad you were using. It was a Friar Brown, wasn't it, Craig?
It was indeed.
It was indeed. Wendy sent a picture in of the one she was using, the branches in the background and the faux foam and a deer. That sounds interesting. We'll have a look at that. Christine wants to know as well, did someone tell me that Debbie Robinson wanted to challenge the amount of paper pads that we both have? I don't know about that. Oh, did you hear that, Craig?
242, Debbie.
242 paper pads.
Wow, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
I definitely don't have that much, that's for sure. So using my tacky glue and my fine applicator, what I would do is I would pick out sections, so along the top of the door, the window frame at the top. I would go down some of these panels as well. I would build up a little bit of snow towards the bottom of the door, and then either sprinkle my faux snow on or dip it into the faux snow bag, and then starting to create that look. You could do it with glitter if you want. It doesn't have to be the faux snow. But that is now my card front of my card blank ready to go. So we can put that one to the side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some of Sarah's background paper from the Nutcracker. So let's bring in our stamping platform. We're going to line these ones up. You can tell Debbie's been using this, Debbie Fisher, because it's all sticky with spray. So what I can then do is coming in with our Cozy Christmas. And we need to open it.
Nice to see you stamping over pattern paper, Craig. It's not something that we see a lot of, really, is it? But it's so effective.
It is really effective. And what it is as well is, for something like this, if you were to colour in all the layers, there is a fair bit of colouring. So this is going to show you how you can get a really nice effect. We're going to go for the sepia effect, but you don't have to spend lots of time colouring. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So at the moment I've got it on a piece of the pattern paper. I think roughly it's about 8 by I don't know, about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 by 6 inches. That size doesn't really matter at the moment. It's as long as it's big enough to hold the stamp. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to go in with the pebble, and I'm going to go in with the waterproof. So if we come in now, and then I'm using the pebble and I'm using the waterproof because we're going to do a very light bit of watercolouring using a combination of the Fryer Brown and the Seal Brown from the Water Reactive.
Awesome. Christine says she's going to have a count up at some point. Aisha says, good morning everyone. Welcome back, Joe. Thanks, Aisha. My favourite duo is in the building today. That's very... Johnny and Adam is asking if they're your favourite duo. I'm sure you would be. A favourite backstage duo. I think she's referring to me and Craig. I could be wrong. Karen says, for Christmas last year I made a card with a red door, and when the door is open there was a pic of my family as if we were greeting someone after the door was opened. It was a kinetic card with a pull mechanism and a pull tab. That sounds excellent, Craig.
That does sound really good, doesn't it? Sounds really, really smart. We'd love to see that. We'd love to see that.
Do I need to get Debbie another can of stick away?
Yes.
A can of stay away.
Actually, do you know something?
Oh, get back! Whole different kind of product, that one.
I
tell you what though, that would be handy, wouldn't it? A can of stay away. Just spray it on anything or anyone that you don't want coming in. There you go.
Spray away. Well, do you know what? I don't need this just yet, so I can do our adhesive. Even that one's run out as well. Bear with. Bear with. Gosh, that is an old one. Look at that one. That's the old logo. Doubt that'll do much good, but let's go for it. There we go. Right, so that can bubble away, and that can be unsticky for when Debbie. Well,
don't worry, Debbie's in a couple of hours, so she'll be able to. It'll be mucky again by the time I come back tomorrow.
It will. Yeah. Don't get me and Jan started on that. So here we go. So what I've done is I've stamped on with our pebble, and it's our waterproof. So I've used our Seal Brown and our Fryer Brown. And what I'm doing is I'm going in with a water brush here, and I'm going to pick up some colour. And what I'm going to do is really watering it down, Joe, and I'm going to start to pick out some areas.
And these were, again, water reactive, were they, Craig?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm not overly... what's the word now? I'm not going heavy-handed with my water and the water brush because it's not watercolour card. But you know, by doing it a little bit and lightly, you will be absolutely able to do this sort of technique. It works quite well, and you're having a look at where you would think it's going to be a shadowed effect. And what I'm going to do is building up that shadow, working my way around, picking out areas, highlighted areas, blending them out. So we can go into there. I'm going to work my way into this bit here of the chair and pulling it out. Going into little corners like that. I'm dabbing a lot of the excess water and colour off my brush so that I can pull it out, and then going back, and then again finding certain areas where I would think it would be a highlight. And don't worry too much if you feel that you're getting it in the right place or not. It's going to look quite effective once you've finished. So pulling it out, having a look at the back of the chair. So what I'm going to do is random little presses with my brush into where these little buttonholes are on the back of the chair. We're going to go into here. We're going to go into what is a blanket or a throw on the side of the chair, taking away some of that excess, and then going down. You would then carry on all the way around the full image, picking out areas. I'm going to do a little bit more on this bit here, Joe. We can go into the stockings here, and I'm going to do the left-hand side of the stocking, and then what we can do is we can then pull the colour out, take that excess off, dragging it out, going back in, and enhancing areas of the stockings.
Aish, then, what a fantastic idea, Craig. Never thought to use pattern paper and stamps together. I think especially when they're sort of like these distressed vintagey looking ones, they work so well, don't they?
They really, really do. You know, use them to your advantage as well. Yes, they're good for a backdrop, meaning the pattern papers, but use them to stamp onto them. Certainly if there's something like that that's not overly heavy with pattern. Part of this one did have, I think it was a poinsettia or a tree or something, so I've used more of this area where it's more of a subtle design. You've got that sepia, ivory, brown sort of look to it, but it means then if you are going to come in and do some watercolouring, whether it is your craft look, your brown look or sepia look, it's going to work an absolute treat. And not oversaturating your cardstock, as I say, just enough to create highlights. You can go into the roundness of the baubles. Certain bits you can go a little bit heavier handed within baubles here. And again, Joe, it's all about picking out areas. So if we go in down the side of the candle all the way down, I have done sail brown, but all that I'm going to do is use the Friar brown because I think this is working well.
Could you, just a question from me here, Craig, could you use something like masking fluid on pattern paper? Would that work? You
Absolutely.
know, the Pebeo masking fluid?
You can.
You could really play around with some effects with like the fire and stuff, I'm thinking, then if you wanted to use that.
That would look so smart. And in actual fact, Joe, tomorrow you've got Leanne all day.
I have.
And
Are you here in the morning?
I'm here in the morning.
Excellent.
It's kind of like a double whammy of a launch tomorrow.
Is it?
And there's something where you're going to be using your drawn gum.
Right.
Quite a lot. So yeah, have a look when you watch both myself and then Leanne tomorrow. When we use some Pebeo drawn gums or that, think of them so that you can then incorporate them into things like this.
Nice. Yes, I was just having a little look. 2 launch days tomorrow. So a Colour Me Happy launch day and an actual launch day for you as well. Yeah, I mean, we are spoiling you tomorrow. Sharon Suckling says, I'm laid on the floor while playing with my non-human boy, Bert the dog, throwing his balls and his squeaky toys. Adriana says, I could use that spray at work, Joe. I'll fill my cart with it. Talking about the stay away spray, which we get to develop. Maybe we'll put that to Leanne when she's here tomorrow. Mary Kay Knowles says, I keep telling myself I don't need any more Christmas collections, but I just love this set. It is a really, really gorgeous one.
Wait until you see the 2 tomorrow.
Did anyone hear that horn?
I know, yeah.
It was a honk from the lorry going past. Did anyone hear it at home?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it. You hear some funny engine noises in this area of the town. There we go. So that's all that I'm going to do with that one here. So you can see the sort of look that we're going for when it comes to that way. So it's a nice quicker way to get some colouring done if you don't want to go straight in with your alcohol colours. But then talking of alcohol colours, what we are going to do is we're going to bring in the additional stamp and die set that comes with this one, and that is these ones. So we're going to go in with, let's do one bit of stamping and colouring because I've got a load already done. So let's go in with the holly leaf here, and what I'm going to do is if I come in with my cardstock, so we're going to go in with this one, and because I'm going to do alcohol colouring, Joe, what I'm going to use my alcohol proof, but I'm going to use the pebble. So if I use the pebble, and then this is continuing that craft card look, that sort of sepia look. So we're going to go in with that one, and then bringing in our tri-blends, because we've got them on the Got It Good this week. And let's go in with our light green. So if we go in, and I'm going to start at the base here, going in with a light tone, and I'm going to come about 2/3 of the way up, and then I'm going to go in with the deep tone. So I'm going to do that.
Are these from the Get It Got It Good, Craig, these ones?
Yes.
They are indeed.
They are indeed.
We actually had a question in earlier which I was waiting to put to you. Now seems a good time. Question, what is the best tri-blend marker set to start with? Asked Carla Wilkes.
It's one of those, it purely depends on what you love colouring. If you love to do florals and brights, then you're going to have a look at your bright tones. If you love to do your more natured, your woods, your browns, then you're going to go for that natural sort of collections that we do. So you really have to have a think of what it is that you love to colour, what it is you're wanting to colour a lot. But before you know it, you're going to end up going for the full lot because they're fun to use, they're easy to use. The effects that you get is such a confidence booster when it comes to the tri-blends.
Yeah, they are. I guess then you just need to choose which ones are going to suit you. There's a great deal on those, that set at the moment. Details on the bottom of your screen. It only lasts until the end of Sunday, so make sure you snap it up before we launch a brand new Get It Got It Good on Monday, which is exciting. It's nearly the weekend. I've been adamant today, Craig, haven't I, all morning that it's Wednesday. I can't wrap my head around the fact that it is Thursday. Also, Craig, this week I was reunited with Maggie, the French Bulldog that I used to live with. I put a picture over on my Facebook, Joe Remnant's Crafts Companion. So head over there and have a look. Oh gosh, Craig, she was so excited to see me.
Was she really?
She just kept running around and around and around the hallway. She just couldn't contain herself. And then she just went and kept bringing me all of her toys. She just kept getting all of her toys out and fetching them over to me, one by one.
Cute.
So adorable.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
It was over a year. I was worried she wasn't going to recognise me or remember me, but she did. Yeah, she did remember me. Yeah, I popped a picture up on my Facebook. Go and have a look after the show. Just adorable.
Yeah. I know, I think that's always a worry, isn't it, with dogs, but they've got such great memories that there's no chance that they would forget people, that's for sure. Love them. Just the love that you get back from them, isn't it?
She makes the most lovely little pig noises in your ear as well.
Pig noises?
Yeah. She likes to get right
Seems like me.
She likes to get right in your neck and make little piggy noises. Yeah, she's adorable.
I was just about to say, that sounds like me when I'm starving and I'm just scoffing my food down my mouth.
Yeah, I got woke up because I went back to Peterborough and stayed over, and I got woken up on Tuesday by pig noises in the ear from Maggie. No better way to make up.
Definitely not. Don't mind being woken up by a dog. There we go. So here we are. So we've then done our colouring there. So we've got our little holly with the berries. And then what I've already done as well, Joe, is I've already done a load of these here. Now, you know how lately I've been going round my stamped images with my grey pens, my ice grey too. Something else that I've been doing quite a lot, and it's another tip that I've taken from Sarah Kay, and that is using a white gel pen.
Nice.
And this is, so I'm going to go really, really still. So if I come that way, so really still. So can you see where I've gone in with the white gel pens in the middle? If I bring a couple more as well.
So almost a bit like a sort of cheats way of preserving the highlight, almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And to really show you how you could use a gel pen, look at, Adam. Well done.
Wowzers. It's a good job you've given yourself a manicure.
I know, yeah. Me?
Yeah, your nails and hands look very well maintained.
Oh, thank you. And I've not done anything.
Oh.
All that I've done, Lockdown hand cream, that's
nice.
it. I actually need to do my nails, but... so as Joe says, and that's a really good way, it's a nice little cheat way to create that little bit of a highlight. Tomorrow on Wake Up Call, with one of the launches that we're doing, revolve around stamps, I'm going to be using a white gel pen, so I can give you little bits of tips how you can use them with your tri-blends. So that's what I've done with a few of these, is I have done little highlights with my white gel pen. Now what we can do is let's assemble this one together now. I've taken an ivory card blank 8x6, and then what I'm going to do is let's go in. I need to trim this slightly. Always better to have the cardstock bigger than you need. But what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to use this as a little bit of a guide here, so I can see where I want to position the door, so as if it's looking in. So I'm kind of, actually I'm going to have it so that we're right along the top there, so that's kind of the perfect way. Let's go for that one, and then we're going to layer it up. I'm going to use some of my foam pads, of course. You can use your glue gel, or you don't have to use anything like that. If you want to keep them flat, you can. And all that I'm doing is I'm trimming a little bit extra off, Joe, because I don't want to see any of this excess paper on the outside. I only want to see this doorway. So you can see you'll be seeing through it. So this one, let's pop onto our card. This one we'll layer up with foam pads, and then we'll add some of these detailed stamping coloured elements that I've got.
Fantastic. Very busy on these at the moment. I know lots of you got these when they launch them. But it's a craft along at 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time, with the lovely Debbie Fisher. So you'll be able to pop across to social media now and have a little look at everything you're going to need for that craft along. She seems to win. She always seems to win card of the week, Craig, with her craft alongs. It seems to be the thing that's getting her the wins at the moment, Craig.
Her craft alongs have just been phenomenal.
They haven't they?
They really
excellent.
Really have.
You got a few craft alongs coming up, Craig. I know you're excited for those. What ones have you got?
Just a few. So on a week today actually, I've got a really good one.
That'll be you and I, Craig?
It is going to be you and I, and that is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Then the following week, I've got the Scene Edgeable dies.
Nice, they are really gorgeous. They're really lush, those, aren't they?
They're lovely, they are indeed. Then I think after that I've got our Scene stamps as well. So yeah, I've got quite a few coming up as well.
Oh, awesome.
But 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, really going to try and go big for that one, because it's the full collection as part of the craft along. So I thought 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Sarah's big collection of the year, got to go big for this craft along. So that's next Thursday, week today. So there we go, pressing that in. I'm purposely leaving a clean border all the way around, lifted with the pad so you can see as if you're looking in. And then I've done one of the wreaths that are also on the stamp set. So let's pop that. I'm going to pop that on my door there. Then let's go in with a couple of these bits. So I'm going to pop that one there. I'm going to pop that one into there, Joe. But I've still got all these additional bits that I could be using. You know, if I want to come down all the way down, let's do that actually. I'm going to bring in one here. But you've got the swag of the foliage and that you can have along the top. You can have it within the middle if you want. There's lots of different ways that you can incorporate them. So if I bring that one in, I don't know, will I tuck that one under?
Katie Easley wants to see a foam pad versus glue down. A foam pad glue down. A foam pad versus glue gel showdown. That's really difficult to say. With Craig and Debbie Fisher. What do you think, Craig?
I'm up for that.
Oh, Debbie Robinson, sorry, yeah. I don't know what
we would do though.
Same card.
What we would do.
I'm not sure how that works.
No.
Well, let's have a think about it.
Let's have a think, yeah. I don't want any of them. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that. If you want to add a sentiment, then you can do. We've got sentiment dies and stamps within past collections. But then we've got opening the door, you can see in where we've got that sepia looking, watercoloured look that we use our Friar Brown, but then layering it up. But don't forget, it's the cut and emboss folder, so you can cut straight into your card blank if you want. If you do it the way that I've done it here, they're going to go through your Gemini Junior, they're going to go through your Gemini Midi as well. That's just one set, you know, there's 3 in total. Mix and match if you want. It's the 3D Scene Builder collection. In total, you're going to get 51 elements. Today's price being £74 or $90. But then if you are platinum, that's going to come all the way down to £59.20 or $72 for you guys stateside. On that today's price, in actual fact, the today's price here in the UK and across Europe, you're going to be saving 10%. But for you guys stateside, you're saving 5%. But either way, such an incredible bundle. One that you guys have already loved, that have already got their hands on it. But if you've not, today's definitely the day. This is what you're going to need to be using for Debbie's Craft Along, which is going to be the next show coming up on Crafters TV.
Absolutely, it is. Now, something I need to tell you about that is coming up in the later Cartload show is this. Oh my word, this mystery bag the value is absolutely off the chart, because you're all going to get at least £102 worth or $131 worth of incredible crafting goodies, £30.01 or $40.01, $24.01 or $32.01 for platinum members. Adam's trying to get here on the overhead. I can't let you. You can't come in here, Adam. No, I can't. Oh, no, you can't see. I'm going to show you one element, right? Now, obviously, its contents may vary. We don't have enough of these, and I need to let you know that it is a one per customer situation. Now, this one that I've got here and just pulled out has got this amazing double-sided rectangular box dies in there. That's worth £35 or $45 on its own, not even paying for that one element. And then this one's got an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other incredible crafting goodies in there as well. So amazing value. A fifth of the stock has gone. We don't have as many as we'd like. It is one per customer. It might not even be here at Cartload. If it isn't here during Cartload, if it has sold out, I will go through what's in there for you, what's in this one I've got here in the studio. So do grab those. I am worried it's going to sell out. And the best way I find to get to the latest show as well, if you go to the homepage of the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au, and along the top, if you click offers, then it'll drop down and you'll see Cartload, and that's a really good shortcut to get you straight into that show. Shadai says that is a beautiful outlay of a card, Craig. I absolutely love it. Any questions that you've got, please get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Linda says, apparently this might be the song we've been looking for, Craig. There is a song by the Shangri-Las called Walking in the Sand that has, oh no, 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 no. Google it. I shall Google it, Linda, I shall.
Linda Fitzsimmons, she's messaged as well, and she's put, morning, the no song is Walking in the Sand by the Shangri-La.
The Shangri-Las, yeah.
Yeah, so it was the B-side. So yes, so Linda's messaged me saying the same as you, Joe.
Yeah, that's the comment I just read.
Sorry?
That's the comment I just read. I just said exactly what you just said.
Oh, so Linda's messaged you as well?
Yeah, I'm reading the same comment.
Oh no, she's messaged me separately.
Oh, has she?
Yeah,
oh yeah, she's left the comment in the comments.
No, she's messaged me separately.
Right, let me share with you all the details of US shipping. Take a look.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
So it turns out, oddly enough, it was two different Lindas. One Linda, it was Linda Fitzsimmons that messaged Craig, and it was Linda Warren that messaged me, but they both were correct. It was actually the B-side of the song. Do you remember the song Leader of the Pack, Craig?
Yeah.
It's the leader of the pack. It was the B-side of that song, but that is it. The Shangri-Las,
do you know what
Walking in the
was
Sand.
What was even weirder, and I think this is where we were getting confused and mixed up, is what Linda messaged me was pretty much word for word
Almost.
with what Linda had done in the comments as well. I just showed Joe there. That was so bizarre.
How strange is that? How
So
strange
bizarre.
indeed. Well, I'll post it to I'll post it to Facebook after the actual song. We've been looking for that song for weeks, Craig, haven't we? So there we are. I mean, what a great community we have. There is nothing that you can't find out when you're here at Crafters TV. Such a great crafty community. Karen says I'm putting a big order in today, so I'm adding in the mystery bag. Also, Connie is saying such a tease, Joe. Gemma says exciting, really love all the mystery bags. Debbie's already bagged herself the mystery bag. See what you did there. Katie's saying as well, love the mystery bags. Lots of you going for that. Over a fifth of the stock now has gone. Not sure if it will be here later, but we shall see. I will go through it for you in that later Cartload show if it does sell out before then, so don't worry about that. Right, what are we looking at next, Craig?
That's it, nice and clean now and unsticky.
Is it all good?
So there we go. There we are. Now we've got the discs as well. There we are. Right, let's have a look. Sharon Callis now we're
Nice.
look at here. So we've got the Sharon Callis. This is the Butterflies and Blooms selection. You can see on the screen. 52 elements in total. £32 or £32.67. Here in the UK, $43.63 for you guys stateside. That's the today's price. But even then, you're going to be getting your platinum price as well, coming all the way down to $26.14 or $34.90. And with this being the Butterfly and Bloom selection, these Sharon Callis, one incredible lady, an incredible designer, an incredible crafter. She thinks of all these different things, all these additional ways that you can then start to get the best and the most out of your crafting. So we've got our butterflies here. So this one is the Mariposa. Now you've got the main decorative butterfly within the middle. You've got an inner detail part, but this inner die, this has an outside cutting edge, so therefore it's going to cut out your card. But then Sharon's also given you an outside cutting edge, and I say outside cutting edge, that's more of a matte layer. So if we look onto this one here, we've got the butterfly die, then we've got the decorative layer here, which is cut in black, and then that outside line that I was referring to a moment ago, that's what cuts into your white layer, so that's going to give you the mattes in the layers. But then what you can do is when you die cut the butterfly, because it also has an outside cutting edge, what that will then do is die cut an aperture butterfly within the middle. So lots of little fine lines that you can do. Really good for doing little bits of snipping. So if you want to take bits away, if you want to do masking, use this part here, ink through it, so you're creating your own little bit of a mask, and then you can pop your butterfly over the top. But with the butterfly as well, the wings still pop up, so you can secure them fully if you want, but the whole intention, or the whole idea that Sharon had, if I get my pokey tool, it's easier just to pop them out that way, is then that you can then pull the wings up. So you're getting that dimensional aspect, but it will obviously fold completely flat when it comes to the post. So that one is your Mariposa. Then what we've got is our stamp and dies here. So within this one, what you're getting is you're getting your stamps. With these ones, and in actual fact, these ones here as well, you've got little circle areas. So if you want to put little bits of gems in the middle, if you want to do die cut circles, maybe you've got any of your liquid pearls, maybe you want to start to incorporate them. Same when it comes to the stamps, you've got tiny little circles, so you can start to create extra texture by doing them if you want. So you've got a few of the butterflies, but then you've got these parts of the butterflies here that stamp into the middle. So yes, use them as small butterflies, but they can layer lovely into the middle of these larger butterflies. But then what you've also got is you've got your sentiments. But you've got your sentiments that have got dies to die cut them out, but what they also enable you to do is you get a really fine out layer. You can see how close that is to the sentiment. But then you've got some nice swirly ones as well. That's going to work within the flow of the butterfly. So if I drag your eye to this one here, where you've got the little dots, so that could be as if the butterfly is taken off, taken flight. That works as well with these sentiments. So a nice few selection of those. Then what we're going to do is this is actually the dies to work in conjunction with these ones here. So nice core shapes as well. So if you want to do your blocks, certainly within your butterflies, you can do. Once again, think of that masking, think of your aperture, think of your shaker. Use them for your shaker elements if you want to. So that's that one. Then what Sharon's given you is sentiments as well. Giving you the thinking of you, but giving you that background die as well. So if you want to use it on its own, by all means you can do, but if you want to lift it up on its own little layer, then you can do as well. Wafer thin die, so yes, of course, your matte card, your mirror card, you can still do your glitter card, all your texture cards as well. And then this is what I would say is what Sharon is unbelievably famous for nowadays, and that is her quilling. So this is a different take when it comes to quilling flowers. So no longer do you have to die cut 2 layers at once, stick them together with your adhesive, then start to quill them. What Sharon's done is this is how it die cuts out. Now you get a perforated line down the middle. Don't cut that in half, don't tear it in half. What you simply do is fold it in half. Then you quill from one end. That's when you're going to get that real open scope when it comes to the flower. This one here, which has been your climbing rose, you've got your leaves to go with it. You've got your smaller leaves as well. This one here, I can never remember the name of it. Sharon, she does always remind me when I ask her. But this is what's actually going to be the base for the climbing rose. So then you can actually quill your rose, and then it actually sticks onto the base of this one.
Nice.
But even then, Joe, where my fingers are there, see that little die cut circle? That's so if you do want to add stamens, you can do that, because you're going to have that space right within the middle. So if you've got stamens from our flower forming left over, you can then start to feed them through, but they will feed through the base of the flowers as well. Gives it extra stability. So yes, it's going to be nice on your cards, but then you're thinking of your home decor, thinking of your mixed media. Do these on simple cardstock, meaning, you know, your white plain cardstock. Do your gessoing, do your spritzing, do your inking, getting a lot of texture in that as well. So please don't just think of them as being good for your cards. You know, when it comes to Sharon, the way that she designs them, the way that she thinks, these really are going to be good for your card making, scrapbooking, home decor, your frames, your mixed media, all of these, all of that I've showed you there that you're getting with that platinum price, Joe, £26.14 or $34.60. That's at $90. That is phenomenal that you're getting there.
That's over £40 off for Club Inspire Platinum members in the UK, which is incredible. Lots of you saying if you don't own these, then you just need to get them at this price. They are awesome, and I think the thing is, Craig, they're butterflies, aren't they? So they're something that are always going to be popular. It's something you're going to be able to have in your stash for a really, really long time. Aisha says, I can't believe the price on this. Pick it up if you don't have it. Gilmore suggesting maybe you should leave a post-it note on the stamping platform for Debbie when she comes in, Craig.
No, because I know I'll get a message from her. Or she'll probably just do it on purpose. I bet she does it on purpose.
Yeah, probably does.
That's our humour, that's her sense of humour. Well, you know, to be fair, she didn't even do the wax seal for you last night, did she?
She's not. She has said categorically she will never do a wax seal in her crafting career, is what she said, Craig.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I can't help but think maybe it's slightly my fault. If you've seen it, if you know, you know. Yeah, it's one of those things. Maybe we need to get it reposted again. It's been a while since we've had a look at it.
I wouldn't do that to you guys at home. I, of course, would have done it. No problem. But then that's Debbie. You know what you say. Oh, I'm going to get some text from her.
You are. Fighting talk.
She's not in yet. No, she's not in yet, Johnny. Not yet, anyway. So maybe come bursting in a minute. But let's show you a few finished samples as to what you can create here. So this is going back to the Mariposa that you've got here. So start to layer them up, yes, with your tacky glue or your double-sided adhesive sheets, but then it does shout out, of course, foam pads or glue gel, which this one has been done. But incorporating the climbing rose there. But then going in with different colours, adding that craft card to the back, even inking through them as well that you can see here. Really think whites work well with these collections. But in saying that, Why not use selective parts of the butterflies, Joe? How lovely does that look? So
really
elegant
nice.
as well. But then using your gilding wax when it comes to your florals too. But then going with your yellows and your craft cards, creating your apertures, but then into your easels as well, using your sentiment dies too. Lots of them you could be doing. Think of these ones, how lovely these look on a card, but this could equally easily be a canvas, Joe. Maybe a little 6x6 canvas or that. There's your home decor. Certainly with sentiment saying spread your wings. Always a nice sentiment to have around the house. Then we've got going with the navy blues here. That looks exquisite. Deep can go really, really well when it comes to some of your golds or your coppers that we could see at the bottom. Doing your heat embossing that's been done on these ones here. So using the small butterflies on their own, but then incorporating that larger butterfly within the middle. And then how bright is this one here? Thinking of you, so you can see that there. Keeping it very quite simplistic, but then you can still go big by keeping them very simple in the middle, using your climbing flowers in the middle, climbing rose there. But nice selection of different things that you can be making. As I always say as well, go out and check Sharon Cal's Facebook page as well, because she's got her incredible design team that do lots of things as well. But that one there, £32.67 or $43.63, that's the today's price. But as we've established, that crazy platinum price being £26.14 or $34.90, and it's even still part of the in for a penny, in for a pound event.
Awesome. I found out something yesterday, Craig, which was really exciting. I want to share it with you because it's slightly crafty related. I found out yesterday, I was days old, when I found out about something called faves, Craig. Faves. And now they're these little French kind of porcelain or pottery figures, right? You know how we put, what is it we put in our Christmas pudding traditionally? What's the coin that we pop in there? Is it a sixpence?
Or a sixpence.
Was it a sixpence? Yeah. So in France, they don't do that, Craig. There's a certain pudding they have at Christmas, and they basically make these little porcelain figures, these little sort of pottery figures, and they put them in cakes. And they're like all religiously symbolic. Well, I went into this antique shop yesterday and they had loads of them, and they were like 50p each, and there was a massive pot of them. So I bought a load of them and I've got them at home on my shelf. I thought they were so interesting, but they're all like little handcrafted, hand-painted little pottery pieces. Yeah, called faves. I'd never heard of them. I thought I'd share that with you. Cheryl says, good morning, Craig and Joe. I'm new to crafting. What adhesive do I use for acetate that doesn't show through? Great question, Cheryl.
Really, really good question. So you could use your double-sided adhesive sheets. If you actually have any issues with them, we done a spur-of-the-moment demo yesterday on Wake Up Call where we showed you how you can use them. They're good for your acetate. Your sprays, your adhesive spray, so your red one. Certainly, obviously, here in the UK, you can get these really, really easy. I know you guys stateside can be a bit tricky sometimes, but your sprays would work really well. Even your tacky glue. Tacky glue going on to an acetate, you know, it's because acetate's a non-porous surface, will take a while to dry, but it will dry. So it's just about using something that is crystal clear, that's not going to be seen on the backs of your acetate. So those are kind of the main ones that I would say anyway.
Excellent. Hope that answers your question. Shadai says, don't go there, Prince Joe. You are traumatising her all over again. Poor Debbie. Leslie says, Craig, Craig, could you do a Christmas craft along with the canvas that you showed a couple of weeks ago? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know about this Christmas canvas, Craig.
No, I think it was Ben that was on. It was a little canvas. It was the day that was the night before Christmas launched. And on Wake Up Call, done a little canvas. There's no plans to do that. What I would say though is I'd done that in Wake Up Call. So it was the day Wake Up Call. It was the day that was the night before Christmas launched. So if you go back to that Wake Up Call,
was it a couple of Fridays ago?
It was it was a Friday, wasn't it? So you could go back and you can see where I made it then, and you can then pause and play and rewind and craft along with me if you want to follow that one. But yes, as far as the craft along next week, it's something completely different.
Have you got an idea yet what it might be, Craig?
A lot of people would love to be able to make a handmade cracker.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
Sounds like a cracker of a demo, according to Adam.
Got lots of measurements that I need to work out first of all. So.
Oh, he's crafting big. We're going home. Well, make sure you join us. That's me and you then, Craig, for that next Thursday. That'll be awesome. Is it a fully Craig Thursday next week?
It will be.
Oh,
yeah.
Love
craft
that.
along and cartload next Thursday.
Amazing. Make sure you join Craig and I for that. Any other questions or comments you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion, of course on YouTube. Now, chinoiserie. Would you like me to explain what it means, Craig?
Yes, please do that.
It is the it's the late 1800s Western interpretation of Eastern culture. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is all about. So it's got a bit of a Far Eastern vibe about it, but sort of a Western approach to it, which is amazing. There you go. Right, back to you in the studio, Craig.
Joe, do you watch any of the antique shows you mentioned?
I don't know. Maybe they're worth more than 50p, Craig. So I would say, who's this? This is Impul5 saying this. Do you watch any antiques that mention this all the time? They're really lovely. Maybe they're worth more than 50. I can't imagine they are worth more than 50p. They were in a big bucket. They didn't really look, they weren't being well cared for, let's say. They also, Craig, had loads of French enamel pin badges, little pin badges, with from all sort of random French ones. It's quite interesting. I do love a rummage around an antique centre.
Do you? Yeah. No, it's not so. I do love to have a rummage around a car boot sale.
Do you?
I do love a car boot sale.
What is it they say, one man's toot is another man's treasure?
Well, yeah, I've heard something similar to that. Not exactly that.
Not exactly that.
But I've heard, it's along the same lines, yeah.
We're really lucky in the Northwest. We've got loads and loads of big old mills, Craig, that have been transformed into antique centres.
Right.
And some of them, honestly, are like castles, jam-packed, full of stuff.
Really?
Like it would take you weeks to look at every single item in there. Yeah, there's so many of them around me.
It's not something that I would say, it does interest me. What I would say is it's not something I tend to watch on the TV unless I go home and my mum and stepdad watches them. And then before you know it, I kind of get engrossed in them. Do you know what I'm absolutely loving just now? Do you ever watch The Repair Shop?
No, all of my friends love The Repair Shop, and I must admit it's something that I've never really been able to get into.
Yeah, no, I was the same, never thought anything of it, and the last few times I've been home, mum and stepdad watches them, and oh my gosh, it's really interesting as to what they repair, basically.
I have to check it out.
Check it out indeed. Not sure what night it's on. BBC anyway. Yeah, BBC anyway. Right, chinoiserie collection. Let's have a look at this one. So, this one is £42.71 or $52.28 for you guys stateside. Now, you're getting that really nice saving. £34.17 for platinum here in the UK, or $41.82 for you guys stateside. So, what did I say? $34.17 here in the UK, $41.82 for you guys stateside. When it comes to that one as well, you're on today's price, you're actually saving 40% on today's price.
Amazing,
so
isn't it?
Nice set. So let's have a look at the boards that you can see here. Adam usually will go to a pack shot when I go over that bit. Just thought I would let you know that bit. Just thought I would tell you that bit. Yeah, because I've got them ready for when you come back. So I tell that bit, and then you're at the pack shot, and then you come back, and then I do that. There we go.
There we are.
There you go. That's it.
Look at all of that.
There we go. So all that spiel I said a minute ago, that's what you're getting. There you go. So this one here, we can now look at the boards. We've got the 6x6 emboss and folder here. Now this, it's not a 3D emboss and folder.
Honestly, one nomination.
What was that? Oh, you've lost me.
Oh, no, we're joking. We're winding you up, Craig. We're just saying now that he's Craft Man of the Year, he's directing.
Oh, God, yeah. I see what you mean now. Yeah, see what you mean now. So we've got our 6x6 emboss and folder here. So as I was saying,
this has been a very strange show, isn't it, this morning? It's been one of the...
Everyone's in a strange
Everyone's in a really strange mood. I think it's been the strangest wake-up call I've ever been a part of. I'm going to go as far as to say that.
Yeah. So, so... This isn't a 3D emboss and folder. However, the depth that you get when it comes to this one here, is phenomenal. You would actually think it is a 3D embossing folder. But then what we've got is the beautiful bird stamp set. This is actually what we're going to be doing in a moment or two. Beautiful bird stamp set. Then we've got the Chinoiserie Temple stamp set here. Now, these are all separate stamps. Same with this one here. They are all individual stamps. So you can then start to do your building of the scenes. Maybe if you're wanting to do your Pebeo masking gum like Joe was on about earlier on, then you can use them. But then we've got the peony wreath stamp and die set within this one here. So you've got these ones here that you can then stamp out, you can die cut, you can then build up. You can start to create your own little decoupage if you want. You can really go to town on the layers by incorporating these ones at the bottom. Then we've got our Oriental lantern.
No, so this is my favourite element.
You love
Craig.
this one,
yeah,
don't you?
really love this.
You really, really do love this one. And the good thing with this one is the actual dies that come with it, so these ones here, instead of it being a full die, it's actually split in two. So if you do want to do a left-hand side or a right-hand side edgeable, then you can do lots of ways you can use them. Or if you do want to use it as a whole to cut out the lanterns, then you can do as well. That's not the only thing, but you're also going to be getting is these die-cut toppers as well. So all you need to do is just peel them off and they can go in the front or the middle of your project if you want. And then last but not least, you are going to be getting our Chinoiserie frame, but within this set, Joe, this is the most expensive item, and you're going to get it for a penny.
I know. What can you get for a penny?
Exactly. Won't be long before you can't even get a penny chew for a penny.
You can't get a penny chew. They're 2p.
I don't think you can actually, can you?
Yeah, Becky was saying at the weekend, yeah, they're 2p.
2p now. Shocking.
Round her way, 2p.
Shocking. So there you go. You get that one for a penny. And do you know what? It lasts you a long time. Lasts you a lifetime if you look after it. That's for sure. So let's dive straight in and then let's go in and let's, I've got a few layers already good to go. So what I'm doing is I've got my white smooth stamping card and I have cut this to 6.5 by 4.5 inches. So what I need to do, I need to go in and get my stamp set that we've got here. So we're going to go in the ones with the birds, so beautiful birds. So we can go in and I'm doing a mix of inking with my watercolour. So we're going to do our water reactive, pink tulip and grasshopper. But then we're also going to use a few tri-blends as well. So I'm going to go in with the birds, and although I'm going to be using water reactive, because I'm going to be colouring in with tri-blends, I'm still going to stamp with my alcohol proof ink pad, Joe.
Right.
Because I still don't want the ink to bleed when it comes to the alcohol pens.
Excellent. I've had a very random questioning from Katie Easley. She says, Craig, what's the name of the stuff that you dab on your face doing your makeup? When has she ever seen? When's Katie ever seen you doing your makeup?
What was it? Yesterday or the day before?
Oh, did you do a Facebook Live getting ready?
Yeah, I done a Facebook Live. Yeah, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before.
So what do you? Shall I tell you what I use? Should we compare notes, Craig, on what we use?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that. I use MAC face and body first on my face as a base layer. I have a very, very inexpensive highlighter from like Maybelline, which I use under my eye. Then I use MAC blotting powder over the top as like an all-over powder to stop me getting shiny. And then I just have a tiny little bit of Bare Minerals bronzer just across the cheek and the nose. And then that's me, you know, flawless, ready to go for the day. What about you? Honestly, the masculinity is toxic in here today, isn't it?
I know. Ben had come in at one point on the live as well, and we were all laughing because between the three of us, we've got more makeup than all the girls on the team.
Probably, yeah.
I just use, I can never pronounce it properly, Joe. It's Emsam? Emsam.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all that I use.
Is it the Magic Finish?
The Magic Finish one, yeah.
Yeah, it's good that.
It is.
It's a bit of a strange consistency, but it's
very strange.
Yeah, do you put it on with a brush or a sponge?
A sponge.
A sponge.
Yeah, it was one that Leanne had actually suggested for me. She said it would be, because it's a good one for guys as well. So
yeah, it is.
That's what I use.
There you
all
are.
that I use.
What do you use at home? Let us know. Should I suggest, Craig, maybe we all had the same thing for breakfast today? We're all so giddy. Now Rhonda says now he's the bossy hottie Scotty. I love that.
Oh, the names that are coming out now. What was it? Scotty Hottie. Bossy, Scotty Hottie. I'm not sure if that's Sarah Jane that's laughing at that or just...
I think it is Sarah Jane laughing at it, yeah. Sarah Jane also saying she loves the repair shop. Have you found your bin yet though, Sarah? That's what everyone is dying to know in the comments. It has gone missing. Maybe we need to get some posters made, like, have you seen this bin? We could put them up around the studio, Craig. What do you think?
Put it on the milk cartons. Have you seen this bin?
Oh dear.
The random things that go missing in this place.
June says it sounds like someone's been doing some QVC shopping again. It is available on QVC actually, the one that Craig uses. So there we go. I've been doing a lot. No, not the bin, Adam. The bin is not available on QVC. It's missing. I've been doing a lot of internet shopping the last couple of weeks, Craig. I got home to 4 separate parcels this week.
Have you?
4 parcels, yeah. You just have weeks, don't you, where you just everything you see you want to buy, and that was last week, and it all turned up on the same day.
Do you know what I bought last night?
Oh, go on, what?
You know those relatively new lights you get for behind your TV? You know that light up
the colour, the changing ones that change with your TV.
Yeah,
amazing.
I ordered them last night. I thought I'd treat myself.
Well, I thought about getting one of those, Craig, because the wall behind my TV is white,
right?
And it is
like
my TV sits into a recess as well, so I think it would probably light up the whole recess if I had one.
Yeah.
Let me know how you get on.
I will do it. Yeah, I'll take pictures or come round and see it once I've got it set up.
Amazing.
Because I do have. I've got like strip lights behind my TV, but they're just the ones out of IKEA. Whereas I've had my eye on these ones for a while, so I thought, oh, let's go for it. Let's see what they're like. So
awesome.
That's what we've done.
Are they called like Lumio or something like that?
Oreo Lumio or something.
Oh.
It's a strange one anyway.
Are they expensive, Craig?
Well, we know that my TV's a big TV.
Yeah, are we talking like over £150 or under 100?
Oh gosh, no, it was like 40 quid.
Oh, amazing! I thought they were more than that.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't pay that much.
Oh no.
No.
The bin is still AWOL. I know. Maybe we should get on. Maybe we should go and have. Maybe we should go on a bin hunt during the show. Maybe we could have a little wander around, have a look. You know, has it got any distinguishing features? This bin, Sarah? Do let us know, and we'll see if we can have a little.
We could do a Facebook Live hunt.
We could, couldn't we? Trying to find the bin. Watch this space.
Detective Bin Hunter. Seriously, what have you been on today, Adam?
Oh, Adam has just said, oh, where have you been? Where you been? Adam is giddy today to be in that gallery, isn't he? He's absolutely giddy. He's not usually in there. He's usually in the production office. He's been let loose today. Jean saying, I love the picture of Craig and Anne-Marie together. Look, Craig put up. Craig looks about 12 years old in that picture, says Jean.
I know. And it was only 8 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah. That was... Now, either Anne-Marie had just come back from... She'd either just come back from her honeymoon, or she'd just come back from giving birth from her first one, Joseph. But yeah, eight years ago.
Must be a honeymoon. I don't think Joseph's 8 yet. I put a picture up of, I think this was a little while ago, Craig, on my personal Facebook page, and it was a picture of me from 9 years previous with no beard.
Really?
9 years previous. Someone commented underneath, I prefer you without the beard, it makes you look much younger. I was like, the picture is 9 years old.
9 years old.
Of course I look younger. I should shave it off, Adam. Do you think so?
I'm not shaving mine off.
Do you think what do you think at home in the comment? No, I'm not going to ask the question. I'm not going to ask the question because it's not coming off.
No, mine's isn't either.
Honestly, it hides a multitude of chins, this beard.
Mine stops me from getting ID'd, so if I don't have a beard, I get ID'd for even like a red.
Yeah, I've had a beard now for about, I think I've had a beard for about 6 years now, 7 years. So I don't think I'd feel my face would feel naked if I took it off.
I'd put my face would be like tanned, and then just round here it'd be all like white. Be like the opposite of Homer Simpson. He's instead of this being tanned, it'll be all white because of the facial hair.
Karen Fisher's asking, what birds are those? I think they're lovebirds, Craig.
Lovebirds?
Yeah.
I think so. I think they're lovebirds. They look so nice. Nice.
Are we going to do a card of the show?
I think we're going to have to do something, aren't we? So what I've done there, Joe, is I've gone around with my water reactive inks, Pink Tulip and Grasshopper. As you can see there, I've not actually been doing any blending. I've used the dark red blend and the light green blend, and all that I've been doing is flicking actions. So you could be using your illustrators if you want for that one there, but then it would, as you really start to build up the design, it would look like that one. And then if you start to pop the layers together, you can have it looking like this one here. So really, really simple, using some of the layers as well that we've got from that collection. That's the Chinoiserie Cartload collection. You can see on the screen, $42.71, $52.20, or if you are platinum, that is now to $34.17 or $41.82 for you guys stateside as well. And don't forget that one on the top left-hand corner, your Chinoiserie frame. That is what you're going to be getting for a penny.
Oh,
it's fab, doesn't it?
So good.
So good. Let's go for the vote. Oh yeah, what kind of birds it though are? Yeah, I kind of think it's the love birds, isn't it? Right. Oh, I've only come with one. What did I do with my other demo? Bear with.
Oh, do you want to? Are you going? Yeah, you go. Go now, Craig. Go now. We didn't see you. So seamless. Jean says, I love facial hair on both of you. Your eyes are enhanced.
Oh.
There you are.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I do get a lot of compliments on my blue eyes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Sometimes mine are blue and sometimes mine are green. Depends on the day. I don't know what colour they are today. Sometimes they're like a cross between, they're like a blue-green, but yeah. Sometimes they're very blue and some days they're very green. This is slightly disconcerting.
Number one, number two.
I mean, poor SJ, she's got, this is going to be a scramble, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's it. I'm not really feeling too bad. Number one or number two? Number one, number two. Choice is yours, well, not yours.
I always feel like when we do that, it's like being at the opticians, better with, better without.
Better without.
Better without. Is it better with? Better without.
Better without.
Better with two, better with three.
No. Without, within.
This has been an odd show, isn't it?
The most bizarre, strange, odd.
I think people have enjoyed it, judging by the comments.
Weirdly, the main thing is, you guys at home have loved it and enjoyed it, so that's the main thing. As long as you do, then we do as well, that's for sure. Now, for me, I do get to go home now and get finished prepping for the remainder of the week on Crafters TV and Wake Up Call, but it's not the end of the day for this man right here, because he's going to be coming up with Debbie. But before I go over the shows that are still coming up, you've got your bags here, haven't you?
I have indeed. I must let you know, a quarter of the stock has gone. Remember, this one die alone is worth £35 or $45. There are 7 or 8 other items within this particular one here. It is one per customer because you just don't have enough to go around. A quarter of the stock of this has now sold out and gone. So if you want to get your hands on it, I'm not sure we're going to be seeing that in the later Cartload show. So make sure you grab it now whilst you've still got the chance.
Exactly. You know what it's like on a Thursday. This is why I always bang on about making sure that you shop ahead, because if that's still here by the actual Cartload show tonight, my flabber will be gasted. That's for sure. Absolutely, it will be.
Gosh, sounds painful.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on it. That's what's painful, when you miss out on something that's going to be a good deal. So don't miss out on it. But let's have a look and see what we've still got coming up today on Crafters TV, and that is, of course, with the Craft Along. Now, before the show comes along, go across on it, Debbie's Facebook page, Crafters Companions Facebook page. Have a look at the list of the products that you're going to need to craft along with her. But that's going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, at 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and then Debbie's going to be back again with Joe, and they're going to have their Thursday night Cartload. That, of course, has been 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, whereas they're going to have a look at the Chinoiserie collection. They're also going to be having a look at Sharon Callis as well. There's a few other things that we're going to be having a look at. Not sure if the bags will be there, but demo of the show number 2. Number 2, that's going to be going up against Debbie, it's going to be 2 Debbies against 1 of mine at the end of the day. So, yeah.
She is the queen of the craft along as
She
well.
is.
It is indeed. I've got a really nice week this week, so I haven't worked with Debbie for ages. I didn't have any shows with her for ages. I haven't worked with, I obviously haven't worked with Leanne for ages. I haven't had a show with Sarah for ages.
No.
And that's what I've got all week. So it's you, yourself, I'm with Leanne all day tomorrow.
Yep.
Debbie all weekend, apart from something very special at the end of the weekend that I'm going to be doing with Sarah, which we'll get more details on as we go through the week.
Oh, tell me after the show then.
I'll tell you after the show.
You tell me, in the know. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining in with this most random wake-up call that I think we've ever had. It's always a pleasure to have your company. The main thing is I have a blast, Joe has a blast, you have a blast, so that ultimately is the main thing. So you have got Craft Along coming up next, then you've got Cartload, then I'm going to be back tomorrow where we are going to have a lot of fun. It is a big day, launch day. As Joe says, Leanne's going to be here all day, so there is a launch day and then it is Colour Me Happy, but that is kind of incorporating a launch as well. Lots of fun to be had for tomorrow for sure, but there's still lots of fun to be had here with Joe and Debbie all day on Crafters TV. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.